Hey guys, today's video is a video about the fundamentals of how to master the transfer market on Eafc. It's not about sniping or spending hours and hours trying to get the cheapest possible players, but it will give you a really good handle on how to make coins on a weekly basis with some tips and tricks I've picked up along the way, particularly useful for those of you that are a bit time poor and don't have hours and hours to spend on the console every week. So tip number one is to sell any high value meta players you get that are tradable as soon as possible, particularly in the first few days. You don't need them. You will pack good quality untradable cards. It's as important as possible to get as many coins and accumulate as many coins as possible as early as you can in the game. Coutinho is a great example of where he started off at 7,000 coins and then within a week or two quickly dropped to 50% of that value. So don't hold on to tradable cards. Build around really good cards that you've got. Be flexible based on the leagues and the players you get on an untradeable basis. Don't be obsessed with building that perfect PSG team or that perfect Premier League team right from the beginning. Be led by the untradeable cards you get. Sell the high valuable tradable cards that you manage to pack. The big thing you've got to kind of really be aware of is the schedule of Eafc every week. It follows the same structure, and there are kind of three big moments during the week when large rewards will drop for different players, and that's what you can see here. So normally over Friday to Monday, people will be completing Foot Champs Weekend League, which is the most competitive gameplay mode with the highest, most premium packs and rewards available. Then the more frequent one that most people will tend to do throughout the week is Rivals, and those rewards drop on a Thursday, normally at 8 a.m. UK time. And then finally, Sunday, Squad Battles rewards will drop normally at 8 a.m., sometimes 9 a.m. on a Sunday UK time. Now, the key thing is, Rivals rewards on a Thursday. The prices on kind of mid to low level gold cards will drop. So anything that's not that particularly valuable, so like 79, 80 rated, 81, 82 rated gold cards that are decent but potentially not totally meta, they'll get flooded on the markets as soon as those rewards drop for everyone, and lots of people will put them on the market at the same time. Almost without fail for the first few months of the game, the prices at that point in time will be the lowest in the week. So that is the time to get on the platform and buy some of those gold players up. Sunday is a little bit similar, but Squad Battles tends to release fewer rewards, and generally the fodder might be a little bit lower value than Thursday. So whilst there still might be a bit of a price drop on Sunday, you'll have lots more players on the platform over the weekend, so you won't see the same pronounced price drop. Thursday morning, Rivals rewards, if you want to do a bit of trading or you just want to get slightly cheaper players, log on when the rewards drop, and for the first hour or two, but particularly the first 15 to 20 minutes, that is the perfect time to snipe for some really, really good value cards. The next big tip is targeting lazy buyers. And lazy buyers are people that have a lot of coins or don't have a lot of time, and they'll be in the middle of Foot Champs and they get an injury, or they're in the middle of building a team so they can start a big match and they need a chemistry style. So it's always worth having a few chemistry styles listed on max price. Hunter is always a really, really popular one, and put it on a max price of buy now 5,000 coins. Anchor can tend to be a premium card as well. And then we have Engine, which is almost as popular as Hunter. These are like the real meta chemistry cards. And then finally, Hawk is also typically one that is generally sought after. Now, just having a few of these on your transfer list at max price, they won't sell very often, but at the beginning of the game, if you've not got a lot of coins, just having some of these like passively listed, occasionally, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week if you're lucky, someone's just going to swoop in, not have the time, they're just going to pick the first page item they can see, and they'll spend the cash. So it's well worth making sure that you've got chemistry styles on there. That's also the same often with player healing as well. Sometimes with player healing, you can buy them very, very cheaply normally as well if you're patient. And just having maybe 5 to 10 player healing cards all listed at the same time on max buy now price, or at least 3,000 coins, you're almost guaranteed 1 or 2 sales every week. So if you're not spending a lot of time on the game, just kind of ensuring that these continue to get relisted every few hours means that you will probably pick up some extra coins as well. So 3 big tips. Don't be too precious about your cards at the beginning of the game. If you get good tradable ones, sell them, get the coins in the bank. Build your team around good untradable cards that you get, and think about leagues that aren't the most popular leagues, because these will always kind of lead you down a trap of spending big at the beginning and then they'll lose value quite quickly. So go for some of the off leagues, the Turkey League, the MLS, even the German League, the Dutch League. Think about some of those players and the chemistry styles you can connect across those leagues at the beginning of the game, just to get yourself a functional team that you can be competitive with. The second tip is being just familiar with the weekly rhythm of the game, making sure you're ready to buy cards when they're cheapest, and that's normally going to be on Thursday mornings when Division Rivals Rewards drops. And then the third tip is to make sure you've got a decent inventory of player healing and chemistry cards ready for those lazy buyers who are going to swoop in and buy them for max price. But overall, it's really important to be patient. Don't list cards without double checking what the latest market value is, and just enjoy it. It's a marathon, not a sprint, this game. People tend to rush to get the best team they possibly can in the first couple of weeks. It's just not going to happen. So just enjoy the game, make sure you maximize all you can from the objectives, and good luck. I will be doing a deeper dive into how to snipe for players on the transfer market in my next video. And if you are enjoying this and find these videos useful, then please do drop a like and subscribe. Cheers guys.